Hello, welcome to the Lim World of Darkness. This is a scene for the Changeling venue. Alrighty. Sir Richard was, ever so naughty. You know, it's not that big deal. He wasn't at the monthly court this month. And go figure, right? That's the one that Queen Mab actually wants to single out this little baby changeling. For some reason. Yeah. Sir Richard is very young, actually. You know, fostered to Lord Valerius. He's picking up renown, though. He's been making quite a few speeches. He actually got the Parliament of Dreams moving on a particular issue, having to deal with how glamour can be gained in what zones. It was all strangely banal, and yet it wasn't. But yeah, Sir Richard actually doesn't know what this is regarding. He just knows that his presence was requested. So he has been given a missive for a private reunion. However, when you get into the small chamber, Queen Mab is not there. Thank God. But a man who seems to be somewhere in his 40s. He doesn't have that older sort of grump aura about him, where he has succumbed to banality, or starting to succumb anyways. He actually looks like he's in his second threshold of bedlam. He's got that wild look in his eyes, and he keeps on looking at stuff that isn't there. Most importantly, though, you are going to notice that when his eyes focus on you, oh, there come those flames.
Oh,
You've seen this before.
I have. Yep. And he'll just sort of just watch him warily, just like, okay, this is happening again.
The power of fate fire exudes from this man. As he says, Richard, come here, come here. And he motions like with the crook of his old bony finger.
Rychard will walk forward warily, but
Yes, the young paladin. I saw you. Octavian, I saw you. Queen Mab agrees. If you are to become the next marshal, you must undergo a Fior-Righ. And I have just the thing. I've seen it in your dawn. It's going to happen.
Rychard will take he just he kind of looks at the man, then looks around, just like, okay, where's the person that is coming out and saying gotcha?
Oh, there is nobody there. There is just this crazy old she who is rapidly making a ball of fire everywhere in his hands. A fire that exudes the power of the dreaming. The warm glamour comes from it, not actual fire by any means. But in this ball of fire, you see yourself standing before some massive golden scales. With the help of a man named Steve Irwin, who resides in the Grey World, and I have almost no means of tracking down that will need to be you. You're to go into the dreaming, past the far dreaming, and maybe as far as the deep. There you will stand before the scales of Anubis. Your Fior-Righ will be against your sense of justice, against how pure your own soul is. Your Dawn says right now that you will succeed. Octavia feels very strongly about you.
He
And
just
you see yourself actually in this ball of fire, just staring up at these massive scales. A small child is dancing around it and pointing at one of the scales, where you see this massive, massive. Oh, it hurts your head to look at it. You know it's really big, and it's standing there on the scale, and you can't see. It's going up, it's going down, and you see on the other on the other scale plate, there's absolutely nothing there. It doesn't make any sense that the scale would be wavering as much as it does. And then you see it. What's on the other little plate? It's a tiny feather, as if from a pillow. And then the vision in the ball of fire dissipates. You're left with the old man, fire gleaming from his eyes.
He's just gonna stare dumbstruck. Just, who are you?
Roger, I'm the Queen's soothsayer. I'm very good.
I'm to be the next Marshal?
You are a guardian of legend. I see it in your dawn. Here it is. Pure as fresh silk. And he spreads it out, and you see a gleaming red ribbon. Doesn't seem to be marred, but you don't know what you're looking at, really.
No
Because
idea.
you don't have soothsay. Simple as that. And then it folds back up. Goes back into the man's hands.
Well, Steve Irwin, you said.
Yes. He's a very odd little man. But his dawn most certainly intersects with yours. As I believe it almost did a little while ago, too. I do hope you succeed. Because if you don't, I might be out of a job.
Well, all right then.
Ta-ta! And at that, he gets up and swooshes out of the room. And behind you, the way you came in, the door opens. A troll guard peers in to see that you're just in there. All right, we're going to end the scene here if you're okay with that.
Sure.